Yes, what to do? We are live from the Jack Simpson Gymnasium as the St. Mary's Lightning come here to the Jack that take on the reigning, defending, six-time in a row ACAC champions and your defending CCAA national champions for the John Smith Memorial Game. It's going to be a tight one here tonight between this Lightning's team and the Trojans. It's a battle of Calgary. These two teams were into it last night, fighting each other. The difference tonight, St. Mary's got that bad man with that turn-away, fadeaway J. Brock Dewsbury is back in the building tonight, coming off a suspension. You know he's ready to come in and do what he can do against this Trojans team. For the Trojans, just look at this team. They are absolutely loaded all over the place. From Marcus Masters to Okoye to Kowal, they're ready to go. The one thing they're gonna have to do is keep the big man, John Paul Adoko, off the boards, because he has been absolutely unstoppable on the boards this season. In the post, one of the best shooting percentages in the entire ACAC. So we're gonna keep an eye on John Paul and everything he does. Brock, like I mentioned for St. Mary's, he's a bad man. And then how's about the sharp shooting of Caleb Jip, one of the best three-point shooters in all of the ACAC, heck, in all of Canada. So keep an eye on Caleb Jip from downtown. Trojans trying to get back-to-back wins here against St. Mary's and escalate themselves up to the top of the ACAC standings. It's going to be a heck of one here as we honor it and have a great basketball game. Can't wait to bring it to you. Until then, folks, cheers and enjoy the game.
Process in demonstrating positive sportsmanship by encouraging our student athletes, respecting the decision of officials, and being considerate of other spectators. Our goal at SAIT is to strive to win, but also to exhibit the highest level of sportsmanship. SAIT recognizes the long history of land on which our campus is situated, as well as the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples of Canada as traditional caretakers of the land now known as Canada. Thank you for joining us here today at our annual John Smith Memorial Game in remembrance of an amazing athlete, student, teammate, friend, and loved one who will forever live on in our program.
Good afternoon, Trojans fans, and welcome to today's game featuring the St. Mary's Lightning and your very own
Six-time ACAC champions and 2023 national champions, the SAIT Trojans. I can hold off till 3 then, because it's going to get into this. John Smith Memorial Game in remembrance of an amazing athlete, student, teammate, friend, and loved one who will forever live on in our program. John Smith played for the SAIT Trojans for 3 seasons from 2016 to 2019 while completing a business administration diploma as a student athlete. In those seasons, John averaged 24 points per game with an outstanding 41% shooting percentage. John's contributions on the court for the Trojans were only a glimpse at the lasting impact of his magnetic and inspiring energy. He was a one-in-a-million personality, doesn't even begin to describe the legacy John leaves behind. John had a heart of gold, was brilliant, funny, talented, driven, and authentically himself. He was truly the embodiment of Black joy. The Trojans are honored to remember John and his legacy, not only through today's game, but also through his Memorial Student Award gifted to a Trojans men's basketball player with proven leadership abilities and examples of advocacy on behalf of our underrepresented groups. Today, it is our pleasure to have John's sisters, Sade and Crystal Smith, John's nephew, Solo, and Michaela Allen, present this year's award for the recipient of the John M. Smith Jr. Memorial Equity and Diversity Award. May we please welcome this year's recipient, Marcus Masters, to come forward and accept the award. Congratulations, Marcus. And thank you to everyone who's made a gift to this Memorial Student Award, ensuring a lasting legacy in supporting current and future men's basketball student athletes. And thank you to John's family for being in attendance and presenting this award today. You will always have a home with the Trojans. Fans, at this time, we'd ask you please rise if you're able, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of O Canada. Some music for these guys? Yes.
Trojan fans, put your hands together for the defending, reigning, six-time national champions, your SAIT Trojans. At guard, 5'10", 00, Marcus Masters. At guard, 6'5" from Calgary, number 1, Man Young Tong. At guard, 6'8" from Calgary, number 9, Akoy Yuat. At forward, 6'4" from London, Ontario, number 24, Qual. And at guard, 6'1" from Edmonton, number 35, Jeffrey James. Head coach of the Trojans, Matthew Daly, assisted by Pat Boulin and Pat Troy.
Your officials for tonight's contest, Troy Egger, Adrian Raxey, and Steve Cabaccia.
Santiago, the returning Brock Dewsbury and John Paul Okadua. And for the Trojans, the man with the ball right now, Jeffrey James, who goes in and can't get it. Kowal, who does get the puck back. Akoyat, Man Yang Ton, and Marcus Masters, who just received the John Smith Memorial Award. These two teams met last night, and it was a 10-point victory for the Trojans as Ajayi comes on the other side. The difference in that game, number 7, the man with the hezzy fadeaway J, Brock Dewsbury, didn't play in that game, serving a suspension. And now we will see if having Brock Dewsbury back will serve the Lightning to keep their lead up top of the ACAC. As mentioned in my introduction there, John Paul Okadua, keep an eye on that man because he is a rebound machine. And now here is Brock Dewsbury. Dewsbury posting up, fadeaway J, and that's what he does. That is what Brock Dewsbury brings to a team. The little lull you to sleep fadeaway J, that time off the glass. Brock only played in 7 minutes for the game that he was suspended and then served the full suspension on the game yesterday, but now he's back. Taken side, and not really connecting that one is Akoyat. But he gets it back. Here's Double M, Marcus Masters. That's a corner 3 for Double M. Trojans roar to a start of the lead. Keep an eye on this guy as well, as I mentioned, Caleb Jip. 3-point assassin, stolen away there by Masters. Masters going downhill, takes some contact. And we have a foul coming up here. Foul will go against Angelo Santiago. That'll be his first and the first team foul for the Lightning here, almost 2 minutes into this game. Passed ahead to Kowal. Notice that bandage on the leg there. Keep an eye on that. Ton can't get it to go. Okadua passes it ahead to Santiago. Takes some contact from James. Gives it to the flamethrower, and that's what he is. Knocking down trays from all sides of the court. Caleb Jip. And that's 3 points now for Jip. Getting off hot with what he loves to do, shoot that 3. James, he goes for a tray to answer back. He can't get it. Underneath, and Ton gets the easy 2. Ajayi passed it back out to Dewsbury. Dewsbury a little hezzy, going downhill. Fadeaway J, good. Again, fadeaway J is what you're going to get from Brock Dewsbury, and it's honestly one of the most unstoppable moves in all of the ACAC is that Brock Dewsbury fadeaway J. James passed it back out. 3-ball, no good. Missed there by Akoyat. Played for VIU last year, familiar with this Jacksonson court as he played the Nationals here. Dewsbury, jumper, good! Don't tell me Brock Dewsbury is not upset and ready to go from that suspension. He is coming out, flaming. And there is Masters, can't get it, fight for the rebound. Wilton checks in. Wilton had an excellent game last week here against Ambrose. Hope to continue some of that, and that's the one thing with this SAIT Trojans team. You just look at all the athletic wings they have on the court. Alone right now with Kowal, with Will, and with Okoye as well. There's Dewsbury, who's been absolutely on fire. Fadeaway J makes. Brock Dewsbury is a bucket right now, just a walking bucket. St. Mary's came to play, losing yesterday to this Trojans team, but they didn't have number 7, and he's a big difference maker. Open look for James. James can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And now here comes Jip. Jip, bounce pass ahead. Tried to connect with Ajayi, but couldn't get it. Brock Dewsbury played for Ryan Hagee and the Kodiaks for a few seasons, and now having his time here for the St. Mary's Lightning. This is a rematch to last year's national championship. Trojans knocked off the undefeated Keano Huskies to get here. Dewsbury, step back, 3. And he shows that he's a little bit human as he misses that tray in his first miss of the game. Pass back to Masters. Masters trying to get a pick. 5 on the clock. Masters gets a triple team, passes the back out. 3 ball, no good. Rebound by Jip. Coyot starting off cold. Man that hasn't started off cold is Dewsbury. This is what he does. He lulls you to sleep. That time he passes out. Normally he goes to that fadeaway J. Nice drop of a dime, but I think we have a foul, and we do. Inside to Dewsbury, posting up, stay patient. Okudua can't get that one to go. Here's a 3 ball, but a travel before that, so that's not going to go down. Steingrat subbed into the game, taking out Santiago, and another sub getting ready to come in here.
Substitution for St. Mary's, number 6,
Ayudo. Trying to look for that back cut there, but tight defense right now from the men of Troy as we're halfway through this game. Almost took it away there. Passed inside. Finds Jip. Jip goes against the 9! Get out of here, says Will Ton! Jumper there is going to be no good, and now back in the attack come the men of Troy. Here's a call. Can't get it to go for a call. Santiago comes back in and gives Jip a break, and Marcus Masters will check in. He'll take out Akoy Yachts. Olawabe also in for SAIT, and Ajayi comes in and gives Okudua a break, so a little bit of a smaller lineup right now for the Lightning. I talked about Okudua on the glass, and so far already 3 rebounds for him. And now a break here. Steingrat, Euro, goes up strong, can't get it to go. Rebound by Ton. James fakes, goes downhill, pass in the corner. Olawabe can't get that to go, and the rebound finally goes down as Tutu Akal finally gets the bucket he's been looking for. Pass ahead to Santiago. He drops a dime inside. Nice take. Oh, he tried to go for the dunk, but he's fouled. He gets spine tingled. Ajayi, that's when you hit the rim and your spine tingles. But Ajayi will get a chance to go to the line and shoot a pair as Kowal will go in. That one goes down. Here's Dewsbury. Posting up on Masters. Shot clock winding down. Need a quick shot. Get it to go. Steingrat knocks down the tray as the shot clock winds down. Masters downhill. Tries to find some room. Can't get it to go. But he goes to the line and shoots a pair. St. Mary's leading this one right now 17-9. Keep in mind, the Trojans were trailing to the Ambrose Lions in the first quarter last week here at the Jack as well, and then they turned on the Jets. Masters at the line. Terrific from the charity stripe this year, as I given the old broadcaster's jinx. But despite that, he normally shoots 84% from the field this season. And that one goes down. And Amal Walker will check in for the Trojans, and Jip will check in for the Lightning, and so will John Paul Okadua. Press in the backcourt right now. Trojans ain't able to get it. Ajayi walks in and nails in the two. Amal Walker gets it back to Kowal. Kowal. Crossover, doesn't like what he has and passes it back out. And travel, and the ball will go back to the Lightning. Mary's looking to try to get a double-digit lead here in this possession. Gets it inside to the big man, John Paul Okadua. JP pass, no, he fakes the pass, hook shot, and JP Okadua, one of the best in the league, knocks that down. Okadua shooting 45% from the field and has the hook there, and it's an 11-point lead right now for the Lightning. Here's Walker, Amon. Walker can't get the tray to go. Another rebound for Okadua. Pass ahead to Jip. Jip goes behind the back. In the corner. Another three. No good there. Okadua fighting for the rebound. Yoidu tried to knock down that three, but not able to get it to go. Ton will check in, and James will check in for the Trojans. 2:16 left here in the first. Brock Dewsbury also getting ready to check back in for the Lightning. Handed off to Amon Walker. Gets it back to Masters. Masters, mid-range J. Doesn't go down. Amon Sky Walker showing why his middle name is Sky, in fact, with how much height he got in that rebound. Every game, you get a chance to see Amon Walker. He will do something that will take your breath away. John Paul Okadua missing that. He's fouled by Kowal, so he'll get a chance to go to the line. Sub coming in for SAIT. Yacht will check in, and Macasey Allen getting ready to check in as well. Okadua shooting 56% from the charity stripe this year. Got his first points there in the first attempt. And able to splash down both. And Macasey Allen steps in. Masters goes downhill, can't get it to go. Ajayi pushing ahead, drops off a dime, up, under, no bucket, a travel. So the ball will go back to SAIT as they trail by 13. Jeffrey James passes it across, gets it back to Ton. Ton, fadeaway jumper, and the former Dino knocks in that. Santiago loses the rock. James picks it up. James, former University of Alberta Golden Bear, he's had his battles here at the Jack Simpson. That time he knocks down the tray, corner pocket. You see how fast SAIT is able to come back into games. Trailed by 8 now. Tough defense on Dewsbury. Dewsbury turns around, trying to find some room, and it looks like there'll be a foul potentially on Jeffrey James. Here's a 3. Dewsbury knocks down the tray. Brock, just what can you say? Just a walking bucket. Like I've said plenty of times. That was about a walking bucket, and double M, Marcus Masters walking to the rim and finishing strong. Almost stolen away there. Gets it back to Dewsbury. Pulls up for a 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Okadua, though. Okadua passes it into Chip. Chip goes up. Hoop in the arm. Caleb Chip. Chip continues the three-point play right there. He's an 83% free throw shooter and one of the best three-point shooters in the league too, shooting 40% from 3. So almost automatic whenever he shoots at the line. As Marcus Masters goes downhill, Euro, get out of here! Big time denial by Okadua. An exclamation point and an excellent first quarter by the St. Mary's Lightning. They lead the Trojans 29-17. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Welcome back to the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Joshua Adam, William Arbuthnot here on the mic for you. And the Lightning, exclamation point at the end there with a John Paul Okadua bucket fadeaway J from Brock Dewsbury. Normally makes that. Like I said, that's his signature shot. Here's Tong, gets knocked out there from Ajayi. The Lightning lost last night to the Trojans, but they lost by 10 And there was no Brock Dewsbury, who's 5 of 8 in this game, has 11 points so far. Ball's inside, up, can't get that one to go. Second chance opportunity, Kowal can't get it to go, and Okadua comes up with another rebound. That's now 6 rebounds for Okadua. Passed ahead to Dewsbury. Dewsbury stays patient, meets a double team. It will stay Lightning ball. And again, a reminder, last week when the Trojans were here, they trailed by double digits after the first quarter against the Ambrose Lions. And then they made adjustments, and they roared back to a victory. We'll see if the Trojans do more of the same. Dewsbury, corner, pocket, tray! Brock Dewsbury, 14 points with a chance for 15 after this make. Jaden Matthews will check in for SAIT.
Basket counts at the line shooting in with 7.2 scoring.
Marcus Masters passes it off. Jaden Matthews for 3. Matthews can't get it to go. Now back in the attack, Chip has it. Chip's been relatively quiet so far. Mid-range jumper, buckets, Caleb Chip. And this is not what the SAIT Trojans expected to come out here, but St. Mary's near the top and other side. Keep an eye on John Paul Okadua limping off, and he is a big part of this team. Hopefully Okadua is okay, because he is a huge factor for this team. As I talked about, just an absolute rebounding machine for them. 7 rebounds so far in this game, and Okadua comes in on the season averaging a double-double at 11.4 points and 11.4 rebounds, and 12.9 points. So hopefully Okadua is okay. Hopefully everything's good with JP there. You're watching ACAC basketball, ACAC TV. Lightning lead the Trojans 35-17. JB Okadua looks to be walking okay, so getting a talk from Nate Ruff, and I don't think he's going to be on the bench too long if he can get back in. So everything looks okay with JP Okadua, so that is fantastic news. Trojans, though, have to find a way to get themselves back into this, and that's the way to do it. Attacking the rim. Nice bucket and finish there by Akoy Yachts. Santiago passes in the corner. Caleb Chip, 3-ball, no good. Kowal gets the rebound. In the corner, Jaden Matthews, Hezzy, pass it back out top to James. Here's Masters, double M, in the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound by Dewsbury. Dewsbury's got a heavy double team on him. He passes out to Ajayi, give and go in the backcourt. Ajayi, a little shimmy, goes up strong and finishes. Ajayi with 7. Lemi Ajayi having a nice game himself. Kowal gets it and hands it off to Masters. Back to Jaden. They're going to try to go back in the post with Kowal. He's met by Dewsbury, whips it around. Yacht, he goes up, can't get it, hits backside iron, and then a foul against the Trojans. Koy Yacht having a tough outing so far, going 1 for 6 so far from the field in this one. Dua checks back in. Laurie checks in as well for SAIT. Santiago whips it in the corner, finds Ajayi. Beautiful dive from Santiago, and Ajayi finishes it off with an exclamation point on that trade. St. Mary's just buzzing and hitting on all things. Here's Masters. Masters, mid-range jumper, no good, but he's fouled and get a chance to go to the line. SAIT trails by 21. I don't know if SAIT's trailed by 21 all year. Yuta checks in. And Olawabi will check in for the SAIT Trojans. Masters will go here and try to chip away at this lead from St. Mary's. Can't get that one to go. So Marcus will try to get this in and try to get this to a 20-point game. And that he does. Masters an 84% free throw shooter. Yuta passes the head to Jip. Jip, mid-range jumper, good. Caleb Jip comes in shooting 46% from the field on the year. And when he gets hot, it is another level. Yacht trying to find some room, tries to drop a dime, and James, he goes for a three, gets it to go. Lucky bounce happens for the Trojans, and to get a big three when they needed it. Dewsbury almost gets pickpocketed there. And then Jeffrey James, the former Golden Bear, gets the strip, gets it back, trying to go for back-to-back threes. Shows his handles, bobbles it a little bit, and then goes between all the Trojans, tried to be saved, and an easy take for Jip as he finishes for two. 12 points now for Jip. Santiago on James right now. It goes off the foot of Okadua. So we'll stay with SAIT. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Mayenton will come back in, and Wilton will check back in. Steingrat will check back in for the Lightning. It's a 15-6 quarter right now. That was a big three. Off to the Yacht Club right there on that three, as my color commentator, Jermaine J.C. Cummings, would normally say. And over and back, so a big possession here for the Trojans to try to get themselves back in this game a little bit more. And that's the thing with this SAIT Trojans team. You know, being up by 20, you know the SAIT Trojans can force themselves back into a game. Tong dishes it off to Tong, and no one's going to get a shot off. Tight defense, stolen away, going downhill. Caleb Jip. It's like 2 of the last 4 possessions, it feels like Caleb has got a steal and had an open lane for a layup. 20-point lead for the Mary's Lightning. Here's Masters. Open look for a three, knocks it down, Marcus Masters. We're halfway through the second. Pass inside, Steingrat passes it back to Ajayi. Ajayi tries to thread it inside, but it's tipped away there, and it will stay. Mary's ball is Dewsbury, and Santiago will check back in. Santiago will inbound it, gets it to Dewsbury. Dewsbury posting up, goes around, loses it. And it will stay Mary's ball, 9 seconds on the shot clock. And stay tuned for our halftime. We'll be honoring the late and great John Smith at halftime with a video presentation. Dewsbury gets it to Steingrat. Shot clock winding down. Mid-range shade by Ajayi. He can't get it. Steingrat tries to come at the last second, and the ball will go back to the men of Troy, the SAIT Trojans. Koyat checks in for SAIT. The old cliche, if you're SAIT, you want to try to get it within 10. Jeffrey James dishes it off in the corner. 3-ball, corner pocket, knocked down. 2-2 a call. SAIT starting to flex a little bit of their muscle right now. But they need the stops on the defensive side. Dewsbury's been quiet in this second. Pass out to Santiago, back to Dewsbury. He goes for a corner three. He can't get it, rolls out, fight for the rebound. They get it, Ajayi. Double dribbles, and the ball will go back to the men of Troy, the SAIT Trojans. And Okadua will check back in. Passed ahead to Ton. Ton goes up, gets it to go. The former Dino knocks it in. 6 points for him. Ajayi lines up for the three, can't get it. All of a sudden, it's a 12-point lead. Led by as much as 21. SAIT has a chance here to get it to 9 with a three. James, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. And when you got to fight for a rebound, it's normally going to be Okadua. Spill at the half court there. Okadua now with 8 rebounds. Chip gets it down low to Ajayi in the corner. Dewsbury can't get the tray to go. And then a foul down low. Mayon Tom picks up his second foul, 14th foul on the Trojans there. So 14 seconds of the shot clock, still Mary's ball. 3:08 left here in the second. Gets it into Jip, guarded by Masters. Masters pickpockets him away, sail away and finish, Marcus Masters. And just like that, the SAIT Trojans get it to a 10-point ball game. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Lightning lead 46-36. Santiago inbounds the ball. And Masters is going to pick up a foul. That'll put the Lightning into the bonus. And for Marcus Masters, that'll be his first foul. So just under 3 left here in the half. And that's a gift for the St. Mary's Lightning now, especially when you have a big body like JP Okudua that can attack the rim the way he does. And you never want to send a player like Caleb Jipp to the line, as I mentioned, pretty automatic from free throws this year. 83% from the line for Caleb Jipp, and he knocks down both. And when you look at the other percentages he has, he's 40% from 3 and 45% from the field. You're not going to find many better shooters in the ACAC than Caleb Jipp. There's a strong take, can't get it to go. Ball is up for grabs, who wants it? Ton gets it, and can't get the roll in. Mei Sean knows the rims here quite well and gets that to roll in. Up and in, nice take there by Dewsbury. Showed lots in the first quarter, got a little more quiet here in the second. James, 3-ball! Jeffrey James knocks down the tray. And it's 50-38. We're having some problems apparently with the score clock, so I'll debut you all on that in a second when we have it to halftime. Pass in the corner to Yacht. Yacht, pass the back out in the corner. Another 3, can't go down. Dewsbury gets that rebound. Nice rebound there by Brock Dewsbury, his second. Jipp in the corner to Ajayi. He knocks down a tray. Jeffrey James gets his dribble back. Open look for a 3, no good. Ton fights for the rebound. I believe they're going to have a foul against Jipp right here. So I can confirm now the score is fixed now. It is 53-41 for Mary's up top. Jaden Matthews going to come in for the Trojans. 5 team fouls on SAIT, 5 team fouls on the Lightning. Each team has a timeout remaining. Three-ball. Jeffrey James is unconscious. 3-ball corner pocket. And the former Golden Bear feeling golden from downtown. Santiago hits the tray. That's a big one as the Trojans starting to find their rhythm. But Santiago gets it back to a double-digit lead. Here's James. Crossover. Whips it across to Jaden Matthews. Back to double M Marcus Masters. Shot clock winding down. Masters trying to find some room. Guarded heavily by Ajayi. Can't get the bucket to go. Rebound by Santiago. Passed ahead to Dewsbury. Dewsbury going downhill. Goes up strong off the glass for 2. Brock Dewsbury. Strong finish. Game clock winding down. Jaden Matthews off the glass at the buzzer. And an exciting finish in this one as the SAIT Trojans push themselves back in from being down by as much as 20, but the Lightning have been rolling, shooting 62% from the field, 50% from downtown. They lead the Trojans 58-46. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. What it is, what it do. Welcome back to the Jack Simpson. We're here for the second half, the Battle of Calgary, the provincial championship rematch, as it's the SAIT Trojans and the St. Mary's Lightning. Trojans got a little bit of a run there at the end of trying to help themselves back a little bit more. Ton, he goes up strong. He can't get it. Ball's batted around, and Ajayi gets it. Now pass ahead to Caleb. Pass to Dewsbury, back to Santiago. Some nice ball movement leads to an early bucket for St. Mary's. Masters answers right back, though. And then whipped down court, finds Caleb Jip. Touchdown, Lightning. Beautiful cross-court pass, finding Caleb Jip, who has been fantastic at cutting to the lane, finding those open layups. 16 points now for Caleb in this one. Shot clock winding down. Here's James. Crossover. Loses the ball. Batted around. Who wants it more? Trojans get it. At the buzzer. Knocked down. Sail away with a Koyat. Ajayi. He goes up strong. He can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Who wants it? Nice rebound there by Yacht. Trojans trail by 12. Ton downhill at the rim. And JP Adoya shows some defensive prowess there, knocking it away. Gets it inside to Ajoye. An easy layup there for Brock Dewsbury. Trojans will come out hard in a half and punch you in the face, but the Lightning aren't one to take that blow and fall down right away. It's 2 minutes have passed here. Shot clock winding down again. Pass in the corner. Kowal driving to the lane. Kowal tries to get it in, and he does. Going over the big man, JP Odua, and knocking it in. And that's a presence that you have down in that paint area if you're the Lightning, if JP Okudua. It's hard to go over him. Okudua almost averaging 2 blocks a game this season. Ton will take a sub out. Will Ton will check back in. Dewsbury, fadeaway jumper. He gets fouled, and he'll get a chance to go to the line. Shoot a pair. The foul will be on Jeff James. It'll be his first, and the first team foul for SAIT. Thirteen-point lead for the Lightning. And a foul. Trojans will inbound it. Jeffrey James. Whipped around to find Masters. Masters down low. Up top! Oh! Kowal was looking to explode this gym. Foul's going to be against John Paul Okudua. It'll be Okudua's second. Kowal at the line. First attempt goes down. Kowal, a 79% free throw shooter this year. Trojans as a team shooting pretty good themselves, shooting 74. Unfortunately, not getting that make right there that I'm sure they wanted to have. Nice take there. Dewsbury continues his hot play. There's a take right there, missed. Rebound, can't get that one to go. Underneath, third time is a charm as it's knocked in for a Koyat. But the Trojans can't answer bucket for bucket. They need stops. Dewsbury can't get the three. Rebound by Caleb Jip. Hands it right back to Dewsbury. And a foul against Brock Dewsbury. That'll be his first. He's 24 points so far in this one, does Dewsbury. And his teammates coming to bring him in there after Brock had that unsportsmanlike that suspended him for a few games. They don't want to see Brock leave this team again. Here's James. Hands it off to Masters. Masters looks for the three, hits iron, rebound, and then once again, Caleb Jip finding himself downhill. James chasing him, can't get it. Okadua there for the second chance put in. 69-55. Trojans have been pushing this, got it to 10, but that's about it with his big lead. Hands off to Masters, shot clock winding down. Open look for a three, splashes it down. Wilton finds his first bucket of the game and makes it an 11-point lead for Marys. Inside to Okadua. Okadua, tough defense. Gets ripped away at the last second right there, but it'll be a foul against Wilton. Substitution coming in for the Trojans. And Tutu Cole will check in for SAIT. At a timeout for St. Mary's. It's 69-58. Mary's leads. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Ball's in. Caleb Jip gets it from Dewsbury. Masters falls down. Dewsbury's able to keep it. Jip's able to keep it, my apologies. And then dishes it off to Okadua. Okadua can't make the mid-range J. 2 timeouts left now for the Lightning after that. Jeff James, can't get that one to go, though. Nice bounce pass, but no, says Double M. I see what's going down. Dishes it off in the corner, stolen away. 5 minutes left here in the third. Passed ahead. Jeff James knocks away the outlet pass to Ajayi. Steingrat will check back in for St. Mary's. And Akoy Yacht will check back in for SAIT, taking out Kowal. Dewsbury post up fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to go. Who wants the rebound? Steingrat gets down. Gets it to Ajayi. 10 seconds to the shot clock. They go down to the post. Okadua travels. So SAIT now has a chance to get under double digits. They haven't had that. The closest they've gotten to is 10 so far. And foul is going to go against, I believe, Jeffrey James. Let's double check that, though. And another foul as the foul is mounting up here against SAIT rather quickly. The first foul was on Marcus Masters. That foul on 2-2 a call. And Jaden Matthews is going to get ready to check in. Marcus Masters has 3 fouls, so don't want to risk him getting any more here. Inside, Dewsbury, pump fake and finish. Gets it back to a 13-point lead for the Lightning. James posting up. In the corner, open look for a 3-ball. Can't go down. Rebound by Ajayi. 2-2 a call, trying to get a double digits there. Fight for the rebound, for the ball. And it will go to the Trojans. Caleb Jip getting ready to come in. Ball's in. A call. Has a shot clock winding down. 2-2 a call. Spin move. Goes up Strawn. He can't get it to go. Batted out, but it goes to Jip. And a travel by Caleb Jip. So we go back to the Trojans. Ayudo checks in. Mania and Tom will get ready to come in the next whistle for the Trojans. Call, thinking for the 3. Gets it out, Jeff James for 3. That's a miss right there, but then a put in as Wilton hits the glass hard and knocks it in. 3:30 left here in the third. Dewsbury. Goaltending call right there, I believe. Yes, so goaltending call, and then a trip to the line here for Dewsbury. Quite a game from Brock Dewsbury as he continues his scoring prowess. 28 points so far in this one. Came in averaging 22 points per game. They're going to say no shot. They're going to say the goaltend counts, but no shot. .316 left here in the third. Jeff James tries to pass it off. He's stolen away by J.P. Okadua. Dewsbury coming downhill, trying to see if he can get a 30-piece. Steingrat, 3-ball. He's fouled by Jaden Matthews. So lead to Steingrat getting a chance to go to the line. Only 2 trips to the line this year for Steingrat. He's 2 for 4 in those 2 times. J.P. Okadua will sub off, and Ajayi will check in. And that one goes down for Steingrat. .15-point lead now for the Lightning. Jeff James guarded by Jip. dishes it off. Ball goes out. Subs coming in for both teams. Santiago will come in for the Lightning, and Kowal will check in for SAIT. Kowal fadeaway doesn't line up. Steingrat gets the rebound. Fight for it, and a foul. Trojans in the at 5, so more shooting for the Lightning right now. Steingrat can't get that one to go. Chip will get ready to sub in the next whistle for Mary's. That one goes down. Trojans pushed it to an 11-point lead and had a chance to get it under double digits. But now a little 5-0 run from the Lightning has pushed it back to a 16-point lead. James gets the shooter's roll and gets set to go. But again, for the Trojans, they got to stop this hot shooting. Mary's team shooting 61% from the field in this. The Trojans, by the way, shooting 40. Mary's also shooting 46% from downtown. Passed across, finds an open look, and Ajayi just walks in and finishes for the deuce. Masters comes into the game for SAIT. Here is Masters. Remember, Masters in a little bit of foul trouble, has 3 fouls. Tries to find some room, fade away, jumper knocked down by Marcus Masters. 90 seconds left here in the third. Here's Jip. Gets it inside. Oluwabe not going to have any of that. Ball goes out. SAIT has to be careful. I think both teams are getting pretty much near that side now as the Lightning has mounted up to have 4 fouls as well. Ball's inside to Okudua. Try to thread it inside to Caleb Jip. What a pass, Jip! Man, if Jip would have saved that to get it to Dewsbury. Been one heck of a way for Dewsbury to get his 30th point. Instead it's passed out. Oluwabe around. Ton downhill. Tried to break the rim here at the jack on that, but it's going to go back to the Lightning. Chip gets double team, passes the back out. Little fake off behind the back, dime! Boom! JP Okudua finishes it, but what a pass by Santiago. Kowal cutting through, trying to find some room, drops a dime inside and finds Mayan Ton. It's been hovering around this 11 to 14 point area for a majority of the second half. Tried to thread inside to Okudua, and this is why you're shooting over 60% right now if you're the Lightning, is because of easy opportunities like that. Shot clock turned off. James can't get the tray to go. It'll be 0.9 left And it is, looks to be SAIT ball, so pretty much just a quick pass and shot in here for the SAIT Trojans. They get it in. Kowal, fade away. Does not go down. So, after 3 quarters of play, the St. Mary's Lightning lead the SAIT Trojans 82-66. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Welcome back to the Jack Simpson, the SAIT Trojans and St. Mary's. This is a big game for the standings of who will get first place potentially in the ACAC South Division. Jay Ajayi goes up, get out of here! Olawabi knocks that out. St. Mary's came in at 12-2. They have a game on SAIT. SAIT trying to get to 12-2 themselves, but right now it's been all Marys in this one. That one can't go. St. Mary's has tied or won every single quarter. They won that last quarter, 24-20. So SAIT is going to need a big fourth quarter to try to find that 12th victory of the year. Olawabi gets him started with a 3. It also starts on the defensive end, and the SAIT Trojans haven't been able to deter too many of the shots right now for Marys, as they're shooting 60% in this game. And that man has been unstoppable, but there, Dewsbury misses the shot. Olawabi goes downhill. He seems to be fouled. Trojans still have all their timeouts remaining as we're past the first minute here of the fourth. Ayudo checks in. Masters for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by JP Okadua. Okadua now with 11 rebounds in this. Caleb Jip. Can't get the 3 to go. Rebound by Kowal. Masters. Trying to find some room. Olawabi. Another open 3. That time, too many steps, travels. Yacht will check in now for SAIT. As I mentioned priorly, the closer they've gotten with this double-digit lead, it was as high as 21 at one point. And the closer they've got it to is 10. Here is Kowal showing a little bit of jelly there, but tight defense there. SAIT trying to fight to get the ball back. They do. Bounce pass inside. Kowal can't get it to go on the bunny. Now passed ahead. Finds Caleb Jip, one of the best at running the lanes in the ACAC, and he finishes for 2. It's 20 points now for Jip. Jeffrey James gets fouled. He'll go to the line. James shooting 4-12 from the field this year for 33%. That one rolls in for him. Time ticking out on the Trojans right here. And that one also goes down. 13-point lead. Santiago gets it inside to Dewsbury, guarded by Masters. Masters tries to knock it away there. Dewsbury is able to get it back. And again, Masters staying aggressive. Remember, Masters has those 3 fouls. Ajayi almost gets it stolen away. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound. Okadua, his 12th. And he travels. One thing you know about the SAIT Trojans is they can get on runs fast. We saw it back in the second quarter. Got in about a 10-0 run, and that done in just 2 and a little bit over. So the Trojans can get in runs, in packages, in doses. Here's James. To a call. Guarded by Ajayi. Shot clock's winding down. Kowal trying to find some room in the corner. Finds Masters. Masters! Corner pocket tray. And it's 10 for the lead right now. So most of the Trojans have been able to get it to. Dewsbury ends that quickly with his signature fadeaway J. A call. Guarded heavily by Ajayi, and a little bit too much for the officials' liking, as he'll pick up a foul. Ayuda will check in for the Lightning. Okadua will take a seat on the bench. 3 fouls now for Okadua, so they want to be careful with the big man. James, shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Who wants it? It's Kowal, but he can't get the bunny to go. Tough shooting day for Kowal in this one. Shot is up for Jip. He can't get it to go. Dewsbury tries to fight for the rebound. Kowal in this one, 2 for 8 from the field. Not one of the better shooting days for one of the better shooters. Shot clock winding down. James tries to get it inside to Kowal, not able to connect on that pass. May and Ton gonna get ready to come in. Kowal will take a seat. I talked about tough shooting for Ton. And Ton will check in. Talked about tough shooting for Kowal as Ton checks in. 12-point lead. Trojans have not been able to get out of a double-digit lead in this one. And that'll be it for Wilton. Finishes with 5 points in this one, and that's his 5th foul. Jaden Matthews will check in with him. 6 minutes left here in the 4th. Aduyu. Fadeaway J, no good. Rebound by Yacht. Quiet one for Yacht, too. 6 points for him. Masters goes up, gets it to go. Marcus Masters. But again, the speed. Oh, my goodness! Get it out of here! Ton with a rejection. Heard high here in the jack. Jaden Matthews comes back, splashes down the tray. Big block on one side, 3-ball from Jaden Matthews, and the Trojans finally get over that double-digit lead that the Lightning have been holding over them a majority of the game. It's 86-79 here in the fourth. 5:27 left. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. One timeout remaining for the Lightning after that one. And just like he always does, Dewsbury answers right back. Masters gets trapped in a double team. Almost loses it. Ton gets it on the baseline. Ton trapped, loses his balance. It will stay SAIT ball with 9 seconds on the shot clock. And we have hit the halfway mark here in the fourth. SAIT trying to mount a comeback, being down as much as 21. Shot clock winding down. James fakes it, finds some room. Jeff James! It's a tray, baby! It's a 6-point lead, 2-possession game. Santiago down low to the big man, JP Okadua. Okadua sneaks it to Dewsbury. He's got Ton on him. Fadeaway jumper. That's money right there. That's what he does. Brock Dewsbury continues his fantastic game. Jaden Matthews was going to go for the 3 and then takes too many steps and travels. Brock Dewsbury in this one, 34 points. Just an absolutely fantastic performance from him on 15 of 24 shooting. He's knocked down 2 threes in this game, has 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Dewsbury doing it all and coming back from suspension with a vengeance. Jip whips it across, finds Ajayi. He gets stripped off. Now back in the attack come the Trojans, and a foul. And the Lightning are ahead in the fouls right now. That'll be their 4th team foul, so that plays huge favor for the Trojans. That's Ajayi's 4th. Ajayi has 15 points in this game, and he's been a huge factor in this game for the Lightning. We're going to have a timeout right now. It's 90-82 with 4:05 left here. Lightning up. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. So Trojans now with only 2 timeouts left. Remember, St. Mary's has the one. Jeff James. 3 ball! Jeffrey James, 5-point lead now for the Lightning. Trojans fighting their way back, trying to find their 12th victory of the year, but this man is not letting it happen. 36 points for Dewsbury. Down low, Kowal whips it across. Yacht. He goes right back. Dangerous pass. Masters gets it, throws it out. Kowal gets it, throws some moves in the air there to try to find adjustment to get the shot up, but couldn't get it. 7-point lead. 3:10 left here in the fourth. Dewsbury guarded by Masters. And then too much of a push off there, and that'll be the 5th foul on the Lightning. So for the rest of the way, the Trojans will be shooting. So huge advantage for the SAIT Trojans. That's Dewsbury's 3rd. Seven-point lead for the Lightning, trying to hold on, trying to find their 13th victory of the year. Lightning also undefeated on the road this year, so trying to keep that intact right now. Believe it or not, the 2 losses came at home for them. Santiago picks up his 3rd and sends James to the line. James, as we talked about, a 33% free throw shooter, but tonight, having himself a fine game at the free throw line. Hit his first 2 this prior trip and hits that one. He leads all Trojans in scoring right now with 22. Can't get that one to go down. Almost stolen away from Ton. Ton does get the steal, but not able to bring in possession. Be 8 seconds on the clock. Let's see what the call is here first. Okay, it's going to be Trojans ball, I believe. So Trojans ball, shot clock reset. Remember, now for SAIT, if you're SAIT, just got to think, you just want to attack the rim here and try to get yourself to the line right now with those 5 fouls the Lightning have. 2:34, plenty of time for SAIT to come back in this one. And for those that are enjoying basketball action and want more great Canada basketball action, we have both Dinos women and men's game that'll be coming up at this gym as well. And you can catch that on Canada West TV, as well as much more great ACAC basketball action here on ACAC TV. And Masters can't bring that one in. (92-86). And that one's tipped out, so it's still Lightning ball. Steingrat's going to get ready to sub back in for the Lightning. And as the season gets shorter and those standings get tighter, you're going to want to make sure to catch all of the men's and the women's basketball action here on ACAC TV. Ball's going to go back to the Lightning. Can't get much of a bigger possession than you have right here. SAIT really in a must-score situation right now. It's almost stolen away. Ton's able to bring it back in. Ton going up strong. He's fouled. And Ton will go. No, he travels. My apologies. He travels. So the ball will go back to the Lightning with 2:13. Dewsbury getting ready to sub back in. Coach Nate Ruff playing a little bit offense, defense. Nice drop of a dime. Okudua can't get the bucket to go. Chases down the rebound. It's Kowal that gets it. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. SAIT trying to get a comeback. Jeff James, pull back three. Can't get it to go. Ball goes out and back to the Lightning. Tight one here at the Jack. Two really good games here. St. Mary's and the Trojans women went into a double overtime game, and SAIT had victory snatched from them at the very end here. And Trojans trying to do the same, but not going to happen when Santiago goes straight to the bucket with a clutch bucket like that. 8-point lead. Trojans got about 90 seconds to try to find 8 points to try to tie this game. 9 to take the lead. And that is huge. Olawabi will check back in for SAIT. Don't want to foul here. Ball comes loose from Dewsbury, picked up by Kowal. Kowal goes up. Whoop! No, it's going to be a charge. It's going to be a charge right there. And it's going the other side. Kowal, for what seemed for 2 seconds like a huge bucket for the Trojans, goes the other way. That's Kowal's fourth. 13 foul against SAIT. You just know that these two teams will be facing each other again when we get to provincials. There's a steal going downhill. Attacking and finishing strong. Nice take there, Akoi Yacht. Gets a big steal. Masters, three! You can put on the board! Marcus Masters from downtown! One possession game. Ajayi, bounce pass. Okudua gets denied by Kowal. Tough defense is paying off for the SAIT Trojans right now. Jip steps back. Three. Ice in his veins. Caleb Jip knocks down the big tray. My goodness. That man is in fuego from downtown. One of the best shooters, not just in the ACAC, but in Canada basketball, period. Caleb Jip puts an exclamation point on this game. My goodness, big defense on both sides. Big block by Kowal. Kowal looked like SAIT was going to have a chance to get the ball back with a one-possession game in hand. But Caleb Jip does. Caleb Jip things, knocks down the three-point shot. And we have 37.4 left here. What a game we are having here at the Jack. What an afternoon we've had here at the Jack. As I mentioned, the women's game went into double OT. SAIT trying to find their way back, but Caleb Jip having himself a great game. Caleb Jip with 23 points in this game. Just 2 under his average. He's averaging 25 points per game, but it's been the Brock Dewsbury show in this one, as Brock has 36 points in this one. SAIT, chance for a 2-for-1 here if they play their cards right. Don't necessarily need to foul. But they need to get something fast. They inbound it. Here's Jeffrey James. James driving the hole. Dishes it back out to Masters. Shot clock winding down. Masters gets fouled. And that's on Okudua. That's Okudua's third. Mayantown will get ready to come back in. 2 big free throws here from Marcus Masters. SAIT still needs to gain 2 fouls to get Marys to the line in this one. SAIT shooting 60% from the charity stripe in this game. 2 big ones from Marcus Masters. Gets the first one to go. 5-point ball game. SAIT wants to get this one, and if he misses, you got a rebound, obviously. Masters clutch at the line. But a timeout. Marys will use their final timeout they have to talk about inbounding the ball here. They lead in this one 97-93 with 29.4 left here in the fourth. You're watching ACAC basketball on ACAC TV. Here we go, 97-93. Inside. SAIT trying to get a quick foul, trying to save some time, excuse me. Jip goes in, makes it the goal, Caleb Jip! Clutch factor, guaranteed! My goodness. What a bucket there. Caleb Jip throws it up, makes it a 6-point lead. But we've seen in this game, already in the women's game, comebacks are possible. The women of Troy were sitting on a 4-point lead, had the shot clock advantage, and tough defense got Marys back in this game, so anything is possible. It's 99-93, Lightning on top. Ball's inbounded. Ball goes out. It will still be Trojans' ball with 17.9. Into Kowal. Time's winding down. Ton has to hoist up a 3. Gets it to go. Mayon Ton knocks down the 3. Can SAIT get the steal? Can they get the steal they need? No, there's going to be a foul. But SAIT still has a foul to give. So 10.6. SAIT still needs to try to find that steal if they can. inbound. And they pick up the foul on the inbound, it looks like. Let's double check here. And they do. So SAIT doesn't get the attempt to take the steal here. Both teams are now out of timeouts, and it'll send Brock Dewsbury to the line. Dewsbury can all but clinch it here with his free throw. And much like he's been all game, absolutely clutch, he's able to knock down that one. Four-point lead, cross-court pass to Okadua. Okadua staying strong. And there's the foul, and that will pretty much just about do it in this one, as SAIT is going to go down and suffer their third loss of the year. Ayudo makes it a 6-point lead. So how's about this game from St. Mary's? They never trailed in this game. They came out hot. This quarter was the only quarter they lose. That one goes down. And they shoot 58% on their way to victory. Jeff James goes up for the three. That won't go down. And you can put it in the record books. The St. Mary's Lightning coming to the Jack Simpson. They stay perfect on the road, going 8-0 on the road this season. Give the SAIT Trojans their third loss of the year. They will improve to 13-2 and continue their hold at top of the ACAC South Division, led by an unbelievable performance. 37 points from Brock Dewsbury. Caleb Jipp, big three at the end, 25 points for him. He went 2 for 5 for 3, did Caleb Jipp. Trojans were led by a great game by Marcus Masters. He had 26, and Jeffrey James had 23, as now we wait your ACAC players of the game. And no shock there, Brock Dewsbury will pick up the player of the game. 37 points for him in this, as I mentioned, and he just took off. He had 15 points in the first quarter. And Jeffrey James will pick up the player of the game. So tough one for the SAIT Trojans. They split the week with the St. Mary's Lightning. Lightning get a little bit of revenge from the provincial championship last year at Ambrose. And it'll be interesting to see these two teams going forward. You know they'll meet at the provincial championships this year up potentially in Keano. And we will see you wherever those provincial championships are when these two teams inevitably face off against each other. They split the series. St. Mary's wins this one 102-96. Until next time, folks, cheers and enjoy the day, people.